Am I the jerk for refusing to get rid of the evidence of my ex's infidelity? I, 52M, used to be married to my ex, Candace, 52F, and I loved her very much. We met in our teens when she moved into the neighborhood right before high school, and I instantly had a crush on her but didn't actually make a move until our senior year. We got married shortly after she graduated college and had 3 children together: Laura, 26F, Tom, 23M, and Marie, 21F. Our marriage wasn't perfect, but I thought Candace was happy with the family and life we created. However, I was wrong. Candace was bored with me and wanted more excitement, but instead of confessing her feelings and thoughts to me, she went looking elsewhere. According to her, it all started when she and her friends went on a girls' trip to Vegas for a weekend, where she got drunk and had some fun with 2 male entertainers. Candace said that while nothing happened beyond second base, it awakened something in her, and she regretted not going further. A year after that, she started going to bars and clubs for excitement and eventually began hooking up with other men. At least 2 of her girlfriends covered for her. I was none the wiser and probably would still be married to Candace if one of her lovers hadn't secretly documented their moments together. He was mad that she had another guy on the side and mailed the evidence to me as revenge. I was sick at seeing all the things she did, and I didn't respond well. I filed for divorce, and my lawyer used some of the evidence I was given in court, but not all of it because it wasn't necessary. I still have all the evidence that was sent to me and kept it in the attic. Recently, my youngest, Marie, made some not so great choices with an ex-boyfriend, and I ended up having to get a lawyer for her. I'm amazed at how much the laws have changed, but I'm glad my daughter is protected. After it was over, I had a serious sit down with her and told her to be more mindful. I explained that she should always be prepared for this to hang over her head, even if the law is on her side, because some guys just don't care. It was a long and deep conversation, and I admitted to Marie how I found out her mom cheated. I let it slip that I still had the evidence. 2 days later, Candace was banging at my door, demanding that I give her everything I had and yelling at me for keeping it. I reminded her that those things were given to me, and it was made before the law prohibited it, so as long as I don't upload, share it anywhere, or sell it to anyone, I'm legally in the clear. Candace went crying to our adult children. Marie is fully on her side, which is expected, but Tom and Laura are a little different. When they asked why I kept it, I told my children that I keep it as a reminder of why I should never care about their mother. Tom feels that since I've never done anything with it and, as long as I don't, it's okay, while Laura says she prefers I trash it. However, she won't cut me off like Marie has threatened. So, I'm asking, am I the jerk for refusing to get rid of the evidence of my ex's infidelity? Edit. The number of people here who keep asking me the same question as if I didn't already answer it in the post is annoying. You can keep asking me, why do I still have it, but just know that, going forward, I will ignore it. You not liking the answer or not understanding it isn't my problem. I'd also like to thank the people who rightfully pointed out that I should hang on to it for legal purposes since it is technically evidence. That was a good idea, and I have since explained it to my oldest 2, who will pass it along to my ex-wife and my youngest. Also, please stop insulting my youngest daughter or saying that she's just like her mom and deserved what she went through. My ex was recorded doing something she shouldn't have with someone she shouldn't have been with. That was her choice, and what came from it is on her. Marie never sent anything to her ex. He recorded her when she was with him without her knowing and only told her when she tried to break up with him as a way to keep her in the relationship. Marie is understandably very sensitive to this issue, so I'm giving her space, and I don't believe that she'd actually cut me off. Update 3 months later. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but since someone messaged me, I thought I'd share. Long story short, my ex got arrested and is facing charges. For details, please continue reading. Context: I had a security system to which my children knew the code, but for unimportant reasons, there was a switch in the company. When I upgraded, I was given a new code and a new security pad to input it. Also, at the advice of the installers, I moved the pad to another spot. I told my oldest 2 kids the new code in person, as I don't like texting that type of information out of fear of phone hacking. Since my youngest daughter wasn't talking to me and didn't want to hear from me, she didn't know about the change in codes. Now, on to what happened. I left town for a trip I had scheduled a while back, which my youngest daughter was aware of. This trip was going to last about 7 days, so my neighbors knew to keep their eyes peeled for anything suspicious. 2 days into my trip, I got an alert that my house was being broken into. The security company called, and I told them that I did not enter my home and wasn't expecting anyone. My neighbors also called the authorities. From the security camera, I could see it was my ex-wife, and she had someone else with her, but I didn't recognize them. The authorities detained my ex, who insisted that it was all a simple misunderstanding. I told them over the phone that it wasn't and that I wanted to press charges. Then, I laughed after the call ended. I laughed a lot. Hard, to the point where I was in tears and struggling to breathe. There was something about my trashy ex getting punished by the law that felt so liberating to me. But my joy paused when I started getting calls from my youngest daughter. It turns out she had given the old security code to her mom with the intent to search my home for the tapes while I was gone and retrieve them. My ex went on a different day than what was planned, I don't know why, and that's how everything happened. My daughter asked me not to press charges, but I went forward with it. My daughter was angry with me, and we got into an argument where she blamed me for still having the tapes and for telling her that I had them. We haven't really spoken since, but my other daughter convinced me to go to therapy. After a couple of sessions, I discovered that one of the reasons I held on to the tapes was because I never felt as if my ex was punished enough for what she did. She never apologized, never showed remorse, and always made excuses, which has always pissed me off. That's also why I'm refusing to drop the charges. I'm still processing what all of this means, but that's how it is right now.